Hi guys, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Sunday, February 2023. And this message is for this week or whenever you're hearing this message. Now, typically, I always ask you to choose a card, 1, 2, or 3, and see what resonates. But today we're going to do it slightly differently, and I have 3 crystals. And you are to feel into each crystal as I explain them and decide which bunch, because all the cards are laid out here, which bunch you want to go with based on which crystal you choose. So we're going with the rose quartz crystal, and rose quartz is all about promoting love, whether it be loving yourself or loving another, bringing in more love, more joy, more peace, and more compassion into your life. We have the crystal, which is a selenite stick, and selenite is great for clearing the aura, clearing the chakra system, clearing the space. And the third crystal is our black tourmaline. And black tourmaline helps with warding off negative energies. So if you know you're going to be in a area or an environment that's very low and very negative, it's great to carry. It doesn't have to be this big, be a tiny little piece, but it's great to carry or wear a bracelet of black tourmaline. So based on the descriptions, decide which crystal you want to have a reading for. And we're going to start with our rose quartz crystal. So I have pulled 2 cards, and then I have pulled the Archangel card. So the first card is prosperity. And the second card is busy times and multitasking. And the third card is the Archangel Azrael saying hello from heaven. Okay, so what I'm getting from this reading for the rose quartz crystal, because we're talking about promoting self-love. And what I'm getting from this crystal is, in order to feel balanced, it is important for you to do loving actions in your daily day. Every single day, making sure that you are implementing things in your life that are lovingly kind to yourself. The Archangel Azrael is coming in through this particular reading because he is the Archangel of comfort. And he is the Archangel that is coming in right now and saying, call upon me. I can help you through this process. But also, you have spirit support all around you if you call it in. You have free will, and you don't have to do this alone, but you do have to give the guides permission to support you. So maybe you're in a place right now where you feel like the only way that you are going to receive prosperity, receive a positive shift in your life, receive what, and prosperity can be anything. It can be wealth, it could be health, it could be relationships, it could be money, it could be whatever. But you feel the only way for you to do it is to be busy and keep doing things and keep doing things and keep doing things all by yourself. And you are not asking for support, and you are not reaching out to others that might be able to help you, whether physically here on earth or in the spiritual realm. But is that lovingly kind to yourself? Or are you putting so much pressure on yourself that it's weighing you down? What this card reading is inviting you to do is take action steps that are loving, that are kind. And of course, adding into this mix, compassion. Understanding that sometimes we have to go through a process in order to learn something. And where can you sprinkle in some more patience for the process? And now using discernment, determining if you're procrastinating and you're not actually taking the action steps for fear that it's not going to work, or Instead, are you using discernment to realize that you know you need to hold off, you know you need to wait, you know you need to do things slowly or slower in order for this to actually develop the way it's supposed to? But if you're someone that's in this toxic masculine energy, which is doing, and getting no results, or doing so much that you're so busy, but you're not actually taking the action steps that are needed to take in order to support you into this prosperous time, and you're not asking for support, and you're not asking for guidance, well, that's not loving. So can you take those steps to call in for more help or ask around if you're in a situation where there's professionals that can help you, and do what you need to do, whether it's on earth or actually in the spirit land, to help and support you through whatever it is that you are going through right now. If this resonated with you, I would invite you to get yourself a little rose quartz. You could carry it around with you, but another great thing to do is you could get a rose quartz bracelet. You could wear it every day, or you can also get a piece of rose quartz, or like a nice, beautiful big piece like this one, and put it on your nightstand by your bed. So that's our first reading, and that was for rose quartz. Our second reading is about selenite. It's about clearing. So let's see what this has to say. Okay. All right. So you're clearing a relationship. Now, it could be a relationship like a person-to-person relationship. It could be a relationship that is like a job or a situation that you go into often, a neighbor, a landlord, those kinds of things, a friend, a loved one. Or it could also be the relationship that you have with the thoughts that are going on inside your head. And what has been coming up a lot lately is the relationship to the fears that are surfacing. Now, that is part of the human experience, is to have fears. But if fears begin to actually, like if they're so deeply rooted and have been pushed down so far inside the body that you didn't even know they were there, and maybe they developed when you were little, but now you go into a situation and it brings back the past fears that you either were aware of or not aware of, it's time to work on clearing them and harmonizing those fears. And when I say harmonizing them, I mean balancing them, because if they're running the show is not going to do well. But if we can acknowledge them and bring them up to the surface and put light upon them, then that's a different story, and it will end differently if we harmonize the relationship that we have to those fears. And by clearing them, how do we do that? How do we clear them? The archangel, by the way, is the Archangel Raguel, and he is asking you to call upon him to help you to resolve whatever it is that's causing this disharmonious situation in your life, or to the fear. The two cards that come up is Give It to God and a life-changing epiphany. So now when we go through something that causes us to become unbalanced, you are going through it because it is potentially a blessing in disguise. Potentially there's something that you need to learn. Potentially, maybe you didn't realize that all of these fears that you had, and I don't know why I keep talking about fears. It could be anything. It could be a relationship, but we're going to continue on the idea of fears. And if all of these fears that you have, I don't know if you hear that my stomach is growling and making so much noise. Everything that goes on in a reading is a message. And what this is telling me is that you have been giving your power away, because it's coming from my stomach, which is my solar plexus. And so that is telling me that you're giving your power away to whatever is disharmonious right now, and you need to clear it. And you need to clear it. How do you do that? By first acknowledging what you are experiencing right now. Maybe you're having so many fears. Maybe you're having so many worries. Maybe you're going through a situation right now and you are like, why is this happening to me? But it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. And it's happening because you need to be learning something in order for you to clear it out of your whole body, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, in order to release it up to God, to transmute it, just like we said with card number 1, so that you could be more in balance and harmonious. So when I said bring it up to God, well, give it to God. Give it to God for healing. Give it to God for answers. So let's take a basic example of this. If you have a fear around your finances, if every time you look at your bank account, you're like so low and you're so worried, and you, or another idea behind this, let's keep it with finances, is you're in a good place right now. You have a lot of money in the bank. You continuously have a flow of money coming into your life and going out of your life, and it's flowing. However, because of something that happened when you were little, you can't even grasp the concept that everything is okay. You still feel like you never have enough. These are fears. These are causing you to get in an imbalanced state. And so we want to ask God to help us, to work with us, to help clear these fears, because we don't want to continue to carry them around as well. Hold on, my phone is off the hook and it's beeping. And anytime that happens, that means pay attention. So whatever I was saying at that moment as it started getting loud, if this was resonating with you, that is the key to this whole entire second reading. It is important and it is crucial for you to give it to God for healing and for clearing. And that is what is going to help you to be more balanced. If you are someone that is seeing the number 222, 222 all over the place, this message is definitely 100% for you. That's our second reading. And our third reading is the black tourmaline, warding off negative energies. Okay. All right. So I hope I could tell you this quickly and get it quickly out there for you. You are a very sensitive individual, and it says time of heightened emotions and sensitivity, which calls for extra self-care, extra protection. But it's your divine life purpose to be this sensitive. And I can relate to this card reading, actually, because the more that I am in tune with my gifts and they get stronger and stronger, the more sensitive my body is, whether it physically has something happen to it randomly out of nowhere, or I just feel more energy. My clairsentient is getting stronger, which is your gut feeling. It's getting so strong. So I am feeling things that I have never felt before. And it's hard sometimes to live on the earth and feel all of these things. And no matter how much protection I have around me or call in, I feel like it's not enough. But it is if you continue doing it daily. You just have to keep yourself focused on protecting your energies. So if you feel like you're getting stronger and you feel like you are super sensitive to the energies that are out there right now, I just want to remind you that it is part of who you are on this earth at this time. And you are here on this earth at this time to help the earth, to bring light to others, whether it's in a big way or a small way, just in your circle. You are a leader. You are a light worker. You are someone that is going to help others. But you have to be very gentle with yourself, and you have to put yourself in gentle situations, in gentle environments. And you have to remember to every day protect your energy and clear the space around you so that you're not absorbing all of the negativity that is out there right now because you're so highly sensitive. But don't worry, because it's a victory. And call upon Archangel Sandalphon, and he can keep you safe and protected. Ask him to continue to support you and bring you into environments that are gentle. Listen to gentle music. And we're almost at 15 minutes, so I'm going to end here. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I hope that you love this. Take care.